I want to give some practical advice about the knees, okay? Not just the knees. This goes for any joint, ankles, hips, back, whatever. But for basketball players, the conversation usually revolves around the knees. That's typically our limiting factor because our knees take a beating in the sport. So I get a lot of questions from young hoopers, from pro hoopers, from just about anybody, even retired hoopers. How much is too much? How much jumping can I do? What is the right amount of ground contacts in plyometrics? How much squatting can I, how much? What is the right amount? How do I get enough so that I'm protected in sport, but not too much so that I don't get hurt in training? Here's the thing that you guys got to understand. There is no such thing. There is no certain amount of perfect ground contacts. There is no right amount of squatting, okay? The answer is humans are highly, highly, highly adaptable. Pretty much whatever stress we throw at our bodies, we can adapt to, as long as it is very gradual and progressive. So the answer is this: it's not about how much is right. It's about how do we get to that point. So if we took two athletes and we looked at their training volume, and let's say they're doing plyometrics 3 days a week. Maybe they're doing strength training in the second half of the session, plyometrics in the first half of the session. They're doing it 3 days a week. You might look at their total ground contacts and say, that's a lot. That's a lot of plyometrics. But the truth is, it's not just about the total amount that they're doing. It is about how they got there. So if athlete 1 achieved that workout volume in a matter of 3 weeks, so they were on the couch or they were doing no training, and now they're at the point where within 3 weeks, they ramped up to the point where they're doing 3 sessions a week of plyometrics, and their plyometric volume maybe is high. But the other athlete ramped up to that over a 2-year period. So let's say this kid started his plyometric program 2 years ago, but he started at 1 day per week. And all he did was one exercise. He did 3 sets of one exercise. Let's say he did 5 reps. And then the next month, he ramped that up to 2 sessions per week. So now he's Monday and Wednesday, but he's still only doing one exercise. And then maybe the next month, he added another exercise. So he kept his frequency the same. He's still doing it Monday, Wednesday, but he added a second exercise. Now he's doing another 3 sets. And then maybe the next month, he adds another set. So he keeps the frequency the same, the intensity the same. He increases the volume by adding another set. And then maybe the next month, he went up to 3 days per week, but he kept everything else the same. So the volume, the intensity stayed the same, but the frequency increased. And every month he tweaks one thing to gradually, progressively overload. This player is building his tendons. He's building his joints, his muscles. Everything is being built very gradually and progressively. The body wants to adapt. The body is a master adapter, but it can only adapt to so much at one time. So the way that all of us do it is we just throw it all in. We go from I'm doing this, I'm on the couch, to all of a sudden I'm exercising. And that ramp up was too fast, and our body cannot adapt. And when you cannot adapt, when the stimulus is too strong or the stimulus was applied too soon, we don't adapt, we break down. So that's when you get the shin splints and the patellar tendinopathy and the Achilles tendonitis and the plantar fasciitis and the low back pain, because we ramped it up too fast. But the kid that did it the right way is gradually progressing. And what we now know is it's not just muscles and tendons and ligaments and bone that adapt, because these have been studied for decades. We now know that cartilage actually adapts. So what trainers used to think is with exercise, we're going to wear down the cartilage. Actually not true. When exercise like plyometrics or sprinting or weightlifting is applied at the right rate, our cartilage actually adapts along with it. So from every level of the human body, we're not breaking down with exercise. We're getting healthier with exercise as long as it was progressed the right way.